Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Okay, so I am not feeling 100% right now, but I needed to get this done. So it was in the back of my mind and I can focus on getting better. Excuse me. Getting better. So I'm going to show you how to use all these products that I have to make a more subtle, natural looking makeup. Alright, let's get started. So I'm going to go into skincare really quick. So first, I hear all the water in it like it's separated. I'm going into the L'Oreal Hydra Genius Face Moisturizer. Oh. Man. It smells great. I do have my makeup wipes with me too, so I can correct any mistakes I need to. This feels great. So, here you have it. Oh my gosh. That felt great. Alright. Now I'm going into my Milani. After blowing that out. My Milani Prep and Brighten face oil. This is not supposed to happen. So yeah, I'm gonna try and keep this makeup on for a little bit. But if I start to fall asleep, then I'm gonna take it off. I wonder why it's doing that. So, got that. I am going to use a little bit of my makeup wipe to wipe my hands like that, with that stuff. Ugh. Sorry, that was disgusting. Alright. I hope you guys can hear me. I'm sorry that I'm sick doing this. Alright. So while I let that soak in, I'm going to start with my brows. I'm going to go into this angled eye and brow brush. I'm going to go into the L'Oreal La Palette Nude. I'm going to take this part off. I'm going to go into the sixth shade here, which is the darkest matte in the palette. And this is what we're going to use in our brows. Nice thing is it has a mirror. I'm not combing through my brows or anything yet. I want to do that when I put my brow gel / primer in. So I don't know why I did that. So I got a little bit of a mistake to correct. On the front of my brow. Other than that, I did good. Now I'm going into the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer with 4% niacinamide. As you can see, I'm running low on it, which is fine. Because I need to use a lot of this makeup up. Because I do have some makeup kits that I want to get, but I want to wait until more makeups use that. Because it's a lot of makeup. I mean, yes, I'm going to go through it. I'm going to see what I'm going to give to other people. Blah, blah, blah. But the other reason I'm waiting is because I need to use my Amazon card for Christmas gifts. So yeah, I'm not using the Power Grip as a primer. I'm going to use a different one today. I'm literally using as much makeup as I can right now. Alright. Now I'm going into the Milani eyeshadow primer. I'm going to use one of my professional brushes. The eyeshadow brush is just called an eyeshadow brush. To blend it out. Damn, that was too much. These professional brushes that I have are so nice. I like them. They're so nice to have. And so worth having too. They just blend everything out perfectly. And make everything 10 times smoother on the face. I mean, you can use any brush as a professional makeup brush, but these are like actual, they're considered actual professional makeup brushes. Alright. So really quickly, while we let that dry, I'm going to get my eye palettes. I'm going to use all these shades as eye shades. Because I'm done. I mean, it's an easier way to use it up for me because I'm not going to use these as face shades. The ones that are considered face shades, so. So, let's get started. Sorry, my nose itches. Alright. It's going to be a more nude look today. But we will get color mixed in. Eventually. Alright, so now I'm going to go into this angled shader brush. I'm going to go into the first two and the last two shades in this L'Oreal palette to do my little shimmer look. Oh my gosh. Where is my... There we go. Oh my gosh. How beautiful. I love how beautiful shimmer looks on my eyes. It just looks perfect every time. And again, yes, I am using eyeshadow primer too, which helps. It just helps with fallout and sticking the eyeshadow to the eyes so you get less fallout, which is why I haven't repurchased my makeup correcting pen. Even though I really want to, but the reason I haven't is because with using, like I said, with using eyeshadow primer like I am, I don't really need that pen. You know what I mean? I just don't need that pen anymore. I didn't even need it when I used it up. Well, I kind of did. Because when I used it up, I was just getting into eyeshadow primer. So, I'm using two different crease brushes. That's not it. One is from my professional kit. This is the one for the L'Oreal. This one is going to be for the one for the Wet n Wild. So first, I'm going to go into the shade Fright. And start building up into my crease. I do have my blending brush, my Winged Me brush, too, in case you need it. Oh, and I'm not talking to my father-in-law right now, or my future father-in-law, whatever you want to call him. He goes, well, I told you guys about him controlling the wedding, I think. Or my elbow itches. I think I did. Alright, that's pretty much the only crease color from that. This is the hard part. Now I'm going to go into a mixture of the 3rd and 5th shade with my professional crease brush. Just to add a little more depth. But anyways, if I didn't, then I will now. I'm still going to do it either way because I don't think I did, but I might have. I'm not 100% too sure. But anyways, I'm going to close this for a minute. He has been trying to tell me who I am to have and who I'm not to have in my wedding. We have that. Do you have that aspect? Then kind of making me feel like I can't have my family in my wedding. Alright, that's it on the crease. I think that looks good. I can't have my family in my wedding. I'm gonna kind of clean this up a little bit. A little bit of fallout did fall on my face, but I cleaned it up. But I just, I don't feel like I'm even respected as a person, as his son's fiance, or any of that, and it makes me upset. And you try telling him this, he completely blows you off. Like, I tried telling him how I felt. He's like, well, I'm sorry you feel that way, but this is my son's wedding. So, it's not even my wedding, it's Tyler's wedding. So apparently Tyler's, my fiance, is marrying his fucking self. I'm probably gonna only need this for the, lid. I'm going into the all over lid brush. I'm going into the 6th shade again. And then I'm gonna go with a little bit of the 8th shade when I'm done. But anyways, so it's not even my wedding, it's my fiance's. So apparently my fiance is just marrying himself. And then he goes to tell me, I haven't told this to my fiance, but he goes to tell me, he's like, by the way, if I could have my way for this wedding, your family wouldn't even be included. Like, then he's supposed to walk me down the aisle. He's like, oh, you could walk yourself down the aisle. I'm like, no. That's not how this is gonna work. I'm like, I went off on him finally. I'm like, you're gonna shut up about your stupid ass opinion. You're gonna shove your stupid ass opinion up your fucking ass. And you're gonna let me and Tyler plan our wedding the way we want it. And then I looked at him and I'm like, no wonder my Tyler doesn't want our kids getting too close to you. He's like, well, sorry to burst your bubble, but that's not happening. Like, what do you mean? He's like, oh, well, my grandkids are gonna know who I am and be close to me. I'm like, well, your grandkids are gonna know you, but they're not gonna get too close. Because Tyler said that the next time you guys have a fight, he's done, he's out, and you are not to see your grandkids anymore once he's out. He's like, you can't do that. I'm like, yeah, I can. Like, yes, we can. Like, we have that right. Like, we do have that right. I am gonna blend this out a little bit. Don't worry, I am gonna blend this eyeshadow out. I'm like, once me and Ty are married, you have no say on what we do. I'm like, so pretty much you can't do what you wanted to do because the place won't let you. The court won't let you. He's like, we'll see about that. I'm like, watch. So apparently he went into the court the other day to ask. So the court told him, was like, no, you can't have any say on how they parent. Because there's no such things as grandparents' rights when they get married anymore. So yes, she is right. I'm like, I told you. Anyways, now I'm going to go into the sticky serum primer from the Nightmare Before Christmas collection. And it's very sticky. Like, I feel like it's stickier than the Power Grip. But it does help with longevity. Okay. Oh man. But yeah. It does help with longevity. It's just very, very sticky. like I said, stickier than the Power Grip. Alright. Now we're going to let that set, and then we're going to go into the Maybelline. And then the Lumi Glotion plus this on the neck. And then we'll be good for the next part. Or actually, no, we're not going to use this as a primer. We're going to use this as the neck thing. So we're not going to use this as a primer. So we're only going to use 2 primers today. There we go. So now I'm going into the Maybelline Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser, which is going to be back in my collection. When it comes time for my pregnancy safe stuff, which won't be for a while. Just because, you know, I got those makeup kits, which I could obviously just use as personal makeup. And occasionally on my channel, just to take a break. From my pregnancy safe series. Alright, so now we're going into the glitter body illuminator from that collection. I'm gonna go ahead and put it all over my neck, just to really because I'm not having anything cover up my neck anymore, because I don't have my foundation, because I'm keeping all my Ipsy products separate. I mean, I guess I could start using them slowly. I'll start using them slowly next month. Alright. So now I'm going into the lip and cheek color from the collection in the shade Shock Value. I'm dotting it on my face. And I'm not doing any lips. We will go back and do the rest of the eyes in a minute. I'm just jumping around. I don't like doing that. This is the way we're doing it today. And now and my photo window keeps getting delayed. You know what I want to try one of these days? I've seen this on a video, on like a short, where you use blush as contour. So I wanted to try that at some point, since I don't have contour. Alright, then we're going to take the sponge that I used to blend that out. Alright, so now let's go back to the eyes really quick. Going into the Wet n Wild eyeliner. I'm only going to do halfway. It's fine. I mean, I'm not wearing it too long. I don't even know what time it is. If it's like past 5, I won't wear it any longer. So now I'm going into this angled brush here. I'm going to go into this shade here, which is called Skull. I'm going to pick some of that shade up. It's like a pressed glitter type shade. So it's kind of hard to pick up. Like I said, it's a pressed glitter. I mean, this pressed glitter here and this one are probably going to be the first 2 shades to be used up in this palette. Alright, good now. I'm just emphasizing and highlighting that brow bone with that shade. Alright, so got that done. Oh. Now I'm going into the L'Oreal Lumi Glotion in the shade Fair Glow. Using it there on my cheek. Of course on the other side too. Very nice. And doing that. And just Alright. Then I'm going to take more of it. I'm going to put it on my chin. But it's going to go out underneath the blush. So on top of the blush and underneath the blush. Just to give a more subtle highlight. everything. I know the glitter illuminator is not really subtle, but it is in a way because of the fact that it only shimmers and shines. Now this is the part where I'm going to start using my finger. So I'm only putting it halfway on my Cupid's bow and blending it out with my middle finger. And sort of up all the way. Like that. Alright. And then a little bit on the bridge of my nose, like the tip of my nose, not the bridge, the tip. Which I'm going to use my brush, and then on the sides of my nose, right there. And down here. So I should have just alright. And then a little on my forehead. And there we have it. I probably used a little bit more of it. I'm hoping it did. Somewhat. I just wish that product would be used up. I don't know how to use it up, but and it was nice having that product in my collection as long as I did. I mean, there's some stuff that I had that's not safe that is nice having in my collection while I had it. Alright, so we're going to let this dry for a minute, and then I'm going to go into concealer as foundation and concealer, and then I'm going to let that dry and powder it. Then we'll go to inner corner highlight and finish up. It's way after 5. It's 5:45 now. Alright, let's start doing foundation. So I'm going into the Milani Conceal and Perfect concealer in the shade Ivory Rose. So I'm going to put a little bit on my cheeks. This is only where I need it. A little bit here because I got some redness here. A little bit on my chin because of redness. And do right there because of a pimple. And a little bit of redness right here. And then also underneath my eyes. And this is how you make it more natural. Like almost out of concealer too, which sucks because I don't have a concealer, you know. So Do, 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 do. We're letting that marinate. And then we'll blend it out. The coverage isn't so high. It covers something. The reason I'm only doing it where I need it instead of doing it all over my face I mean, I'm gonna need more. And just to kind of hide. This blush a little bit. Actually, no, I'm not. Concealer is the more natural looking foundation. So you put concealer only where you need it and blend it out. And sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes it'll hide some things from underneath too. Like your highlighter and your cream contour and all that, if you put enough to where it blends out. Like that. So now I'm going into my deluxe crease brush. I'm going like this. I'm blending this out, keeping most of the coverage. Feathering this out like that. Like that. Alright. And I think I'm also gonna do a going through my whole makeup collection. Because I think I'm gonna add my Ipsy stuff into it. And just so we can use my Ipsy stuff up too. Or some of it, at least. Now I'm going into my Airspun. I can find my Ipsy makeup. I'm not going to do anything underneath the eyes today. I'm going into my professional powder brush. I think it's over there somewhere. So I think I'm going to go through, I'm going to keep my makeup on because I'm going to also go through my makeup collection. To be able to see what I actually really have. You know what I mean? Like to actually see what I really still have. Because I need to know how much of everything I still have. I was trying to keep my Ipsy products separate, but I can't anymore. I'm not gonna do inner corner highlight either. So alright, so now I'm gonna go into my two blush shades that I normally use. To make one blush shade. So I'm gonna buff it in my skin. So I'm gonna let my face get used to makeup again. Then I'm going into the middle of this rose gold highlighter palette from Hard Candy. And here we have it. I hope you liked this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you next time. Bye.